have from the champion Northwest Vikings, Coach Russ Moore, and players Whitney Brown, number 1, who had 63 points in the 3 games. Number 4, Megan Cooper, who scored 27 in the 3 games. And Shanae Suttles, who had 17 in the 3, but 8 today, including 6 big free throws. So Coach Moore, if you would start and give us some general observations about this win.
Well, obviously, it's a credit to these young ladies. I just sit on the bench, seriously. These girls do all the work. So first credit's got to go there. I thought our game plan defensively was to lock down on Molly. And even though she had 24 points, that's a pretty good defensive effort against her. She's that good a basketball player. And then we hit free throws down the stretch. So that's what you have to do to win a title, is play defense and hit free throws.
Dale?
How did you feel about how Megan especially defended Molly, especially getting up 5-6 inches to her?
She's a pretty good defender. She's pretty tough. So this was the 3rd time she's had the tough job of defending Molly. And she did well all 3 times. None bigger than today.
Back, yes.
Megan, what did you learn from defending her the first 2 times that you brought into today?
Well, last time, like, in the first half, we really buckled down on her and she didn't really get that many. And then the second half, they realized that I'm like 6 inches shorter and they wanted to post me up the whole time. And so we changed it to like I front her today. So then like she hopefully wouldn't be able to get as easy of an entry, and then we just had help set on the backside.
Good answer.
Russ and Whitney, can you guys talk about the way you closed the 3rd quarter? You're leading by a point, and then you get 3 straight buckets, including the one just before the buzzer, and just maybe how big sending into the 4th quarter with some momentum at that point?
Well, our execution was outstanding, especially at the end of the quarter play. For us to manage clock and get that shot, that really did help kind of solidify where we were at. Gave us some room going into the 4th quarter. So it was great execution all the way around. You know, sometimes against zones, it just takes a while to see where you should attack, and they make subtle changes in their zone. So, you know, it took us a while, but we got there.
What do you remember about the stretch? You had a steal, you had a breakaway, and then a pull up there right before the buzzer. Just take us through that stretch.
Definitely just like a momentum change, along with the team just helping to get the steals and being in gap defense, and really all of us just working together to do that and build the momentum. If we start building momentum, there's no tearing us down, and so we just kept that going throughout the 3rd and 4th.
Right here.
Just kind of for all of you, you're down 22-6 to Waverly yesterday, and now you're sitting here with the state championship. What's that swing of emotions like, and how did you kind of keep the right mindset to come out with the championship?
I'll let them answer that.
Shanae, you start.
It's very exciting because we were down by a lot, but we needed to fight back and make our way back up to the top, and we did that.
Well, the last time we played Waverly, we kind of were in the same situation. We were down by like a lot of points in the 1st quarter. And so all of us just kind of were like, okay, this is not happening again. Like this is our game. We just need to play our game, and that's what we did, like to end up with the win.
Our team motto this year was resolve, and so really just being in the same place at the beginning of the year with Waverly and not getting that win made us want to work harder and work together, and I think that's what pulled us together, is just being able to trust each other on the court and off.
Tony?
Guys, the 3 teams you played at the state tournament, you played in your first 4 games this season. After that 4th game, I think it was, I'm trying to remember, was it 2-2? Yeah, you were 2-2. Talk about there. Did you know you played some really good teams, and what was practice like there right before Christmas?
Well, they're going to have to answer that again. I don't know. I thought they were all very easy practices.
Definitely last year we had the same schedule, and most of the time like we have the toughest schedule in Class B, so just really starting with those 4 teams kind of prepared us for the rest of the year and made us work harder and know that these are probably the teams that we're going to be facing in the state championship and just all the other state games. And so just being able to work together and practice as well and keep our mindset serious and not messing around really helped us.
How good a 3-throw shooting team have you been this year?
We've been about 65, 68% because, again, these type of games, you have to hit free throws. So
Shanae, how about your percentage this year?
It's been good.
What were those free throws like to shoot in the fourth quarter?
They were kind of nerve-wracking, but I knew I had to make them, or we wouldn't be in the position we're in right now.
Yes.
Whitney, what's the message to the sister after yesterday you said you kind of wanted those bragging rights back?
Definitely gonna go out there and tell her that I told her so, because all my siblings kind of just like jokingly doubted us, and like they'd tell, like my sister would tell us that we're not gonna make it there, but she's joking like she knew. It's just like a way to push me. So just being able to say that to her, I'm gonna have the biggest smile on my face out there. So.
Coach, Class B was wide open all year. It kind of showed over these last 3 days. When did this team know that, hey, we have what it takes to go all the way to the end?
I think we knew those first couple of games. You know, it was obvious early on. I think this year in Class B there were 7 or 8 teams that were going to be in the hunt, and we played a bunch of them early, and we felt like we belonged. So, you know, I don't think we ever really talked about it, because we just understood we can be there if we work at it and do the right things.
Whitney, going back to the sister thing, when you were tagging along and watching them win back-to-back state titles, what did you learn? What do you have a moment that you remember from back then?
Definitely when they played, I think it was Norris, they went into a double overtime, and that was all thanks to Coach McNeil. He's our SP, which is sports performance. He like leads that, and he's the teacher for that, and he's the reason why they were so in shape and why they could fight back and win both of those. And so just really being able to stay in the game, and I was excited to come in at high school and meet Coach McNeil, because he definitely helped all of us stay in shape, and so it's all thanks to him, really.
I just want to add to that, but Troy McNeil is one of the premier strength and conditioning coaches in high school anywhere, not just in Nebraska, but in the United States. He is well known, and he is top notch, and we are so fortunate to have Troy McNeil doing our sports performance.
Dale?
Russ, to return to coaching this year and to have a season like this, what does this mean to you personally?
It's okay. Are you kidding me? What a blast. Because it could have been difficult, but these young ladies, the young ladies down in the locker room right now, they made it so easy. We show up for practice, we ask you to do these things, they did those things, and that's a blessing.
Russ probably don't like to single out a player, but can you talk about Whitney's state tournament run down here, all 3 games, and just what she meant to this?
Well, it's pretty much like the other 20-some odd games. Whitney, we are so blessed. Don't let this go to your head. We're so blessed to have a player that you can just kind of pencil in 20 and great defense and 5 rebounds and 5 assists and 4 steals, and you know, that's nice if that's where you start every night. And then what that's allowed us to do this year is have different girls step up every night. The defense has been solid across the board, but we don't feel like we have to just put it all on Whitney, because we know we're going to get her solid contribution every night, and that makes life really, really easy on a coach.
Any other questions? If not, enjoy the state championship, and thank you all for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank